Today marks the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. It was 7:55 a.m. Hawaii time when Japanese bombers descended on the naval base in Pearl Harbor and drew the United States into World War II.
A special ceremony was held at the USS Midway Museum to honor the greatest generation. News 8's Kelly Hessedal joins us live with more on what we learned at this year's ceremony. Kelly.
And at this year's ceremony, it was dedicated to three Pearl Harbor survivors who passed away this past year. Among them, San Diegan Stu Headley, who passed away at the age of 99 from COVID-19. Now, here are some moments from the flight deck of the USS Midway Museum, including the two-bell ceremony.
Donald Long, Patrol Squadron 12, passed on to glory on April 22nd, 2021.
More than 2,400 Americans died during the attack on Pearl Harbor. 1,100 were wounded. Now, today there was a moment of silence honoring all of them. There were no Pearl Harbor survivors at today's commemoration. It is just a reminder of how few are still with us. We do have a photo of Stu Headley and Clayton Schenkelberg. Schenkelberg also died this past year. He was a torpedoman at the submarine base at Pearl Harbor the day of the attack. Headley served on board the USS West Virginia. We also lost Don Long, and he was with the Navy PBY Patrol Squadron. Now, even though they're no longer with us, some of their family members were on board the Midway Museum and took part in the wreath-laying ceremony.
All three of these American heroes who miraculously survived the attack that day spent decades after the war making sure that everybody that would listen to them did not forget about what happened on Pearl Harbor, and the courage that was shown that day.
And according to the California chapter of the Sons and Daughters of Pearl Harbor Survivors, only about 75 survivors are still with us today. Steve and Heather.
Which makes it so important that we do these ceremonies, and us being a military town. Yeah. Kelly, this is such an important day across the county.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, last year the ceremony was virtual because of the pandemic, so the organizers were certainly grateful to be able to bring it back this year in person. They mentioned today just the fact that as we continue to lose survivors of Pearl Harbor, it's just so important for generations that are still alive to honor and remember them.
Yeah. Kelly, I had an opportunity about a year ago to interview Stu Headley before he passed, and he was really looking forward to going to Hawaii to mark this date. And it's just really unfortunate that he wasn't able to be there today.
Absolutely. You know, certainly our hats off to all the survivors and certainly the family members who were here today. Yeah. This is a day I'm sure they'll never forget.
A day we always have to remember. Kelly, thank you very much.